On location, and we're here at ASEN 2012 with Samurai Dan. Now, what has been new with you since we last spoke at ASEN?
Since last year, we've actually added a number of other conventions. ASEN being as big as it is and as popular in the anime community, us performing here has really helped open doors for doing other conventions. We've added like Katsucon in DC and A-Kon in Dallas, so we get to travel a lot more. So that's new.
All right. Over your travels throughout the past year, have you been able to attend several other conventions? Any others?
Yeah, actually, and again, it almost comes back to being at ASEN. If you go to the dealer room, they have an entire horseshoe that has other conventions represented, and we walked through there yesterday, and there were about 15 of them, and 9 or 10, I think, is the last count of new conventions that we've added just from ASEN from last year to this year. So I'm like, know them, doing them. They won't hire us. Know them, and so that's been really good.
Wonderful. When you guys do a panel or demo, what goes on? Can you describe to us what type of content you present?
PG-13. At worst. One of the things about our panels is we offer a variety of styles of panels. We do interactive panels that are like workshops or classes in self-defense and basic swordsmanship. And then we also do lectures that are more historical and more informative, but they're not. I hate lectures. I hated sitting in a lecture hall in college. And this is an anime convention. People are here to learn, but they're here to have fun. So we do everything we can to make sure that I'm off my medication and sleep deprived, and no, I shouldn't have said that.
Entertaining education.
Entertaining, where we're as funny as possible and draw enough people in, and then our panel presentation is a mixture of historical fact and solid concepts for martial arts with enough fun and entertainment that even if you're not looking to buy a sword, you still come to the panel, real sword or piece of crap, because you know it's going to be fun and entertaining.
All right. Tell us about your new novel.
Yay, thanks for asking. It only took 30 years, but I just finally got my novel published. I know it has nothing to do with Japanese martial arts or even anime, but I wrote a novel about werewolves. I've always been a giant horror fan. So they tell you if you want to write about what you're passionate about. So I wrote a novel about a werewolf biker gang. And it just came out on Thursday, so we're really excited about it and very, very nervous, hoping that it'll do well and that this will be something that'll be ongoing and actually grow and be a bigger part of our life in the future. Is it more writing?
What kind of thoughts were going through your head when you were creating this tale of lycanthropic bikers?
Oh my God, I have to write a whole book. Can we use pop-up pictures, drawings? Really, it was a very intimidating project because it's easy to get up and you have a basic outline to do a panel or a show. You have a basic outline of what you want to say, and then you can kind of ad-lib your way through a lot of it. But if you're going to actually write a novel that has a detailed plot and subplots with character development, the amount of background and time spent preparing each page you write, I had no idea that it was going to be that labor intensive. When you talk about having a 500-page book that took 1,000 hours to write, and that's before the editor got a hold of it, I'm going to get a hold of my editor too. And no, because it's a very intimidating process, and it took a lot.
All right. Now, there's a 12-episode series, The Way of the Samurai. Can you tell us more about that project?
Yeah, that was something we did almost 6 years ago now. There was a local TV station that saw our act at one of the Renaissance festivals. They were there on location filming, and they really liked our show, but they didn't get very good footage of it. So they asked if we had some other demonstrations that they could put together into a news segment and show bits and pieces of what we did. And we didn't have anything that was high enough quality footage of what we did. And so in talking with them, they kind of twisted my arm into going, hey, how about a TV show? And so we agreed to do a 12-episode series on The Way of the Samurai that covered different aspects of samurai life, their weapons, things about their culture, women in samurai arts, children. It was a really intensive project that was a lot more than I thought it was going to be, because I thought they would do, like a script and points on what they wanted us to cover, and we just kind of, basically be doing an interview thing. And I ended up writing the show and directing the show, and at least they edited it and did the filming for it. And it was really fun, but it ended up being it was a huge distraction and time out of my life that delayed me from writing my novel for another 2 years.
Any other points of interest you want to talk about? New topics that are coming down, new projects, or any final messages you want to get to the viewers out there?
Sure. If you've caught our show before, come back anyway. Some of the panels, we have new panels every year. New for this year, we have a panel on two-sword that Miyamoto Musashi made famous, doing combat with 2 weapons. We actually teach that at our school. And we have, back to the interactive and informative panels, we have a panel on our Akitas. We raise Japanese guard dogs. And so for hotels that are dog-friendly, we bring the dogs in. They're part of our summer camp for kids, where they get to come in, and every year the kids get to teach them commands in Japanese, and it's a chance for our dogs to eat a lot of hot dogs. But we do panels with the dogs that people get to come into, and that's a big deal that we didn't know was going to be as popular with anime cons as it is. And we would definitely want people to know that, if you don't like me, our dogs are still really cute.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Samurai Dan. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.